Hey guys, welcome to Chapter 7, Lesson 9. Today we're going to be looking at equations. So remember, expressions have no equal sign. Equations do have equal signs. And we're going to be looking at equations with multiple operations. So what is an operation? An operation just talks about adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. These are our four operations that we talk about. And so it has to include one of those, and it has to include an equal sign in order to be an equation. Expressions just have these in numbers. Okay, so it says you have used tables to show equations with one operation, right? That's where we had like x plus 7 equals y. So now today we're going to look at tables that have two operations. Okay, so it's going to get trickier, but we've already practiced one with adding and subtracting and multiplying and dividing. Now we're just going to maybe add 2, multiply 6, right? So it's going to get a little trickier, but we're up for the challenge, so let's get started. All right, so here we have example 1. Sam earns $7. Now notice, I'm going to underline the important parts. That is what I should see on your paper too. Sam earns $7 each time he rakes his neighbor's lawn. Important. He also earns $5 each week for doing chores at home. Sam wants to find what he will earn in a week if he does chores and rakes the lawn 1 time, or 2 times, or 3 times. Okay, so we've got 3 different kind of equations, 3 different scenarios we got going on here. So here's what I'm noticing. Ready? So he earns $7 for mowing the lawn. And then the T is going to stand for the times that he does that. Okay, so if he does it 1 time, if he does it 2 times, if he does it 3 times, that's called a variable because it changes. Okay, that's the part that changes 1 time. Does he mow 2 lawns? Does he mow 3 lawns? That's the changing part. $7 does not change. Every time he does his neighbor's lawn, it's $7. Does not change, but the amount of times he does it, that is what changes. And same for here. $5 from chores does not change. Automatically gets that. Okay, so that's what we're always looking for. What's going to change? And that needs to be a variable. Okay, so if I'm looking here, 7 times t, and then I put parentheses around it because I want to make sure those two stick together. And then also, the amount of money he earns at the end of the week is going to change based on how many times he mows his neighbor's lawn. Okay, so here's our equation. 7 times t, parentheses, plus 5 is equal to m. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to say, well, what if t is 1? Okay, let's plug it in. Right underneath t, I put a 1. Bring everything down. Okay, 7 times 1 is 7, plus, bring everything down, right? I did 1 step, equals m. 7 plus 5, 12. So if he if he rakes 1 lawn, he will make $12. Next step. If Sam rakes the lawn once, he will earn $12. Let's do that over there. Okay, next step. Now, I know this is redundant, but we do need to write down the equation again. 7 times t plus 5 equals m. Instead of t being 1, now it's 2. Bring everything down. Plug in. The only thing I changed was my t because my t is what's changing. Notice that t there. Okay, 7 times 2 is 14 plus 5. So here, 14 plus 5 is 19. So if he rakes the lawn twice, he's going to make $19. Okay, I'm going to scooch this up. Lastly, let's write our equation down one more time. I know it's annoying, but please, you need to do it. So here's $19. 19. Let's write it one more time. 7, that's parenthesis, times t plus 5 equals m. Instead of it being t, I'm going to replace that with a 3. Plus 5 equals m. Bring everything down. Only thing I changed was that t is now a 3. 7 times 3 is 21. Plus 5 equals m. bringing even the equals m down every time. 21 plus 5 is 26 is equal to m. So our output is 26. And that means that's how much money he's going to make if he rakes the lawn 3 times. He will make $26. Okay, I know it seems like a lot of work for one problem, but believe me, as you get into harder math, you're going to do a lot more work than this for a problem. So let's just get used to it. Let's just start showing all of our work, showing all of our steps, so that when we're asked to do trickier problems, this is easy to do it. Okay, next. Here we have complete the table to find the output numbers when x equals 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's just our normal. Look at, here's our normal table. We're just trying to solve for 2, 3, 4, and 5. We've done this before. This is not new. Okay, so find the value of y when x equals 2. So here's our equation. I'm going to scooch all of these guys over here so I can show nice, beautiful work, just like if you were going to show it on your notebook. Write down the equation. 2 times 9 minus x plus 3 equals y. So you said, well, what if x equals 2? So right below x, I'm going to put a 2. Bring everything down carefully, including the parentheses. Now, I understand these are going to take you longer. So I would rather you get less problems done with beautiful work than for you to get correct answers and not beautiful work and finish the whole assignment. Okay, so we really need to practice here. So first I start with parentheses. 9 minus 2 is 7. Bring everything down. Plus 3 times 2. Next, we're going to multiply because we've got adding and multiplying next. We got to multiply next. 14 plus 3 equals y. Oops, forgot my equals y. 14 plus 3 is 17. So y is equal to 17. If x equals 2. We got to do it again. 2 times 9 minus x plus 3 equals y. Instead of x, we're going to plug in a 3. Okay. 9 minus 3 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12 plus 3. 12 plus 3 is 15. So if x is 3, then y is 15. All right. Let's scooch our little guys over here a little more. Next one. I'm going to do a different color so we don't get mixed up. 2 times 9 minus x plus 3 equals y. Okay. Instead of x, we need to plug in a 4 this time. Nine minus 4 is 5 plus 3 times 2 equals y. Okay, multiply first because we do multiplying before adding. 10 plus 3 equals y. So y is equal to 13. And last but not least, let's try what if x is 5? 2 times 9 minus x plus 3 equals y. Instead of an x, we're going to plug in a 5, put it in right below. Bring everything down. 9 minus 5 is 4. Okay, 2 times 4 is 8. Y is equal to 8 plus 3 or 11. Okay, now was this a lot of work? Yes. Do I expect to see all this work? Yes. Please, please, please don't fight me on this. This is what we need to do to be excellent mathematicians. Okay. So, I don't know. When x equals 3, then y is going to equal 15. When x is 4, y is 13. When x is 5, y is 11. What patterns do you see in the table? I notice that all of the Y's are odd. Y values are odd, which is interesting because sometimes the X's are even. If it's an odd number, output odd. Even number, output odd. Odd number, output odd. Isn't that interesting? So no matter what number we put in here, we're always getting an odd number. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, so here we have to complete the table, which just means fill in our outputs. So let's write down our equation. 5 plus x times 4 equals y. Now notice, I will start talking about this. I don't know why they haven't started talking about this yet. This looks like an x and this looks like an x, right? So when we get older, not necessarily older, but into more complicated math, and we should start this now, we don't use the x for multiplying anymore. What I like to have us use is a dot. It looks like this. It's not like a decimal point where it goes down at the bottom by the numbers. It's just a dot in the middle, and that means multiplying. So we don't get confused on, is that an x, is that a y, or is that a multiplication sign? Don't know what it is. So if we use dot for multiplication sign, then we don't have to worry about being confused. So let's just do it. So what if x is equal to 2? Right below 2x, let's put a 2. Wonderful. Now start with parentheses. 5 plus 2 is 7. Times 4 equals y. 7 times 4 is 28. So if x is 2, y is 28. Next one. 5 plus x times 4 equals y. What if x is 3? Okay, 5 plus 3 is 8. Times 4 is y. Bring everything down every time. 8 times 4 is 32. So if x is 3, y is 32. Lastly, okay, instead of an x, I need to put a 4 in there. Write everything, bring everything down. 5 plus 4 is 9. We're do parentheses always mean do it first. Oh, look at that. 4. That's supposed to be 4, not a 9. Glad I caught that before I recorded the whole thing. That's why neat handwriting is important, because sometimes I would have just done that's 9 times 9. All right, 9 times 4 is 36. And there we have it. All right, that's all I have. Oh, sorry, 36 up here. That's all I have for you for today. Make sure that you're showing all of your work when we are doing this assignment. It is so very important. Make sure you let me know if you have any questions. We'll see you later. Bye.